Hello, my name is Self, and here's my guide for Insurgency. I will try to make it really quick, so let's get it started. The first thing when you join in the server, you will see this choose a squad menu where you can choose the class, and as you can see, the classes are limited per squad, so you cannot run like 3 support guys or 5 sniper guys. And let's go choose fighter, for example, and we will get to the loadout screen where you can select your primary, your secondary, your explosives, armor and vest, and we have supply points, and you can see that I have right now 0 supply points, but if I will drop armor piercing ammo, I will get 2 supply points, which I can use, for example, for cover sight. Or I don't know, I can drop the foregrip, I can put the suppressor. So yeah, basically supply points, that depends how many supply points you have and what attachments you can put on your gun and what loadout you can use. Like right now I have 2 supply points, I can choose secondary with the flashlight, for example, or I can drop secondary, I can drop frag, and I can put suppressor and armor piercing ammo on my AK. So yeah, that's basically how supply point works. There's some modes where you gain new supply points after winning the round, and I believe these modes are Search and Destroy, Firefight, and VIP Escort. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And going back to the loadout screen, as you can see, it shows the weight of the gun. Like for example, SKS weight 3.8 kilogram, AKS 74 weight 2.2 kilogram, and well, for example, I will choose AKS. I cannot change the gun right now, but if I'll go back to my spawn location, basically where the cache is located, I can do it right here. And then click resupply, I will choose a different class, and right now I'm running with AKS. Let's choose some frags, for example, just to make it. So yeah, as you can see, everything has a weight here, and weight dictates how fast you can run and how fast you will get tired. You will not run faster with a nade, with a knife. Well, you will run with the same speed no matter what. It always depends on the weight you are carrying. And how it affects stamina right now. I think I'm not carrying that much right now, actually. I have light armor and chest carrier. But anyway, let's just run. Run. And you will see how the character start breathing heavily. Basically it means he's tired. You can hear his breathing, right? So yeah, it's tired, and what it does to you, it mostly affects your aiming down the sight sway. All the guns had a sway in this game, so right now I'm not tired and I'm aiming down the sight, and you still see how my crosshair is moving. Well, my sight is moving. If I will run and will get a little bit tired and will try to aim down the sight, my sway will be much higher, like for example here. Actually I'm not tired, god damn it. Well, yeah, trust me, your sway will be affected by how tired are you. And talking about the sway, there's one thing that when you standing and aiming down the sight, when you aiming and standing and aiming down the side, your sway is higher than your crouch and aiming down the side. So yeah, I'm crouch and here's I'm standing. You see how the gun is moving, and here's I'm sitting. It's much less. About aiming down the side, So yeah, you have this usual stuff when you can aim down the side by standing. Another thing that when you crouch and try aim down the side, you characterize a bit. Like for example, I'm hiding behind this car and I don't see what's happening there. But if I will aim, I can see what's happening on the other side of this car, so I can see that, for example, some enemy is there, I can shoot. Another thing that I can press shift while aiming down the side, which basically causes characters to focus. Well, and you hear that sound has been reduced, and the sight is much more steady. So another thing about movement and stamina, that you can run pretty much constantly. Your weight doesn't affect how long you can run, it affects how fast you get tired. But the important thing that you can do the slide in this game. So if you run and hit crouch, your character will do the slide, so you can get to cover fast. So you're running, well, for example, I'm running, trying to cross the street, I'm running around, I hear shots and I hit in crouch to get behind the cover, right? Another thing about movement aiming, this game has a feature called free aim. What it means that your gun will shoot, well, your gun will shoot not in the middle of the screen like in all other FPS games, but where you're pointing at. So basically, as you can see, I'm moving the mouse in the circles, and my gun is wiggling a bit, like moving in the circles as well. I can move a slide to the right, slide to the left, and as you can see, it shoots right there where I'm aiming at. To make it more noticeable, we can go to our spawn location and change our loadout. So yeah, you can change loadout at your spawn location, or when you're dead, basically. Well, you can change it whenever you want, but you will apply only after you change you went back to the spawn location and click resupply button. So right now we have the laser sight on our gun, and well, as you can see, bullets hits exactly where I aim at. That's actually another cool thing about this game. There is no cone of fire like in Battlefield. There is no bullet spread. There is no random bullet deviation. So bullets goes everywhere. Well, bullet goes where you're aiming at every time, even if you're suppressed. And yes, this game has suppression, but suppression in this game works, I believe, as intended, because, well, what it does, it just makes a screen a little bit blurry and increases your gun sway, so it starts moving a little bit with a higher altitude, and it increases recoil. So the other thing which I want to cover in this part of this guide is tactical map. This game doesn't have any mini-map as any other FPS game does, but this game has a tactical map, and I think that probably doesn't have a default key binding for that, but you can go to key bindings and bind any button you want. I'm using my mouse side buttons. You will click and you will see the tactical map, which shows positions and directions which you're looking at, as well as positions of friendlies and direction they are looking at, of course. It will not show any enemies, but I believe why it's called tactical map, that basically you it's not like you're constantly checking it, but when you want to get to some position on the map, you need to figure out which lanes are covered and which are not, so you can plan your movement and well, basically use as a tactical map. That was the first part of the Insurgency guide. I hope you like it. Well, let me know. Anyway, thanks for watching. See ya.